Fires continue in the Toledo district despite efforts to out them. Land adjacent to the archaeological site Nimna Punit was engulfed by flames.
It affected about 2 farmers, I believe, here in Indian Creek, where their cacao farm burnt down. And the fire then came all the way into the reserve here at Nimli Punit, and it went down all the way almost to reaching out to the homes. So people were traumatized. People were scared about their home. Well, it affects the site in terms of we're trying to protect and manage this place so that we could have a lot of wildlife and trees here. But when this fire burned down now, I believe it chased away all the animals, the animals that were here, and the plants. It destroys the trees. So it will take a few years to get back.
The Akshay Conservation Trust has been working in protected areas and communities to assist them in mitigating the damage.
For this past month, we have been dealing with fires. Our staff of Atiache, all hands on deck, were out here trying to control the fire that was within the preserve and also affecting some of our communities. So we responded to communities in Trio, San Miguel, Silver Creek, Columbia. We had community leaders approaching us because we do have some capacity in fire management. So we were able to also send out a team out there. So for this year, the fire was really devastating. I've worked in agriculture for some time, but I can see because of the increased temperatures, changes in climatic conditions, this year was really devastating. Well, for us at Yasche, it's basically continue awareness to our farmers on the proper use of fire, knowing when to burn, who to contact when to burn, ensuring that you have a fire pass, right? So all of these, and also slightly moving away from slash and burn. We have seen that over time the slash and burn system is a bit counterproductive, I would say. Due to population increase and the availability of land, we have other techniques such as slash and mulch. We also have the agroforestry system.
In San Miguel, Santiago Cus, his wife and daughter sit outside in the shade, but a section of his farm, his only source of income, was scorched to the ground.
92, I start plant all those crops there. Now it lasts up in a minute. And my cacao, I have 700 plants of cacao to the back of the side on the boundary line there, all born up. I got Inga, and then I got my cornfield, all born up. The Inga was right over there with the help of the peoples, and the helicopter was there on Thursday, and that helped us a lot. A plant of a fruit trees that was bearing before was cost $35 for a plant. I lost 100 plants, this about 700 plants. That's a big loss. I know got a rough estimate yet, but I don't know how much. I need to have to evaluate it, right? To know how much cost. That's the Inga trees was dead, all born up. The cornfield born up. Everything's born up. To come back with this again, it will take me maybe about 2-3 years to settle back again, to get a productive plant again, but that will take long. Have to work hard again. That goes towards paying a light bill, water bill for the household. In this plants were born up, that were used to provide the food for the table and to send my kids to school. And now it's very heavy loss now. I don't know how I could manage to the table now, how to manage my kids to go to school now.
So Mr. Santiago Cus, for example, he's been practicing agroforestry for the past 15 years. And it's because of the capacity building and trainings that we have provided for him, he has managed to adopt this model. But these are the same farmers that have been tremendously affected by the fires. Although he did not lose completely his cacao farms, he did lose a lot of the farm, which includes corn and beans, which are the main staples of food for his family and the community on a whole. So although he has been not using fires for a good amount of years and adopting these smart agricultural practices, you know, the fire from his neighbors still affected him in his agroforestry system. So he's pretty much worried about food security and providing food for his family.
There are farms that did not get burnt, but the drought's damage is similar to the inferno. Augustin Chubb explained why he stopped slash and burn many years ago.
When I burn the place, sometimes grass start to come in and the weeds start to come in, and then I have to use chemical. We have to use chemical to burn the weeds or the whatsoever, the grass, and then we add in more chemical to the soil. And then whatsoever plants, the chemical goes in to the food. And then I say, well, man, I start to think about my wife, my children. I say, I don't want to put in no chemical in the life of my children, in the health of my children. So I don't want to take care of my children to be healthy, right? So then Yashche start to come in and give me some little advice to make a change, a different way of living and do farming, right? It's this drought there, like it's affecting us. It's affecting all the plants. You can see all of my trees, them it's dropping leaf because they are close to dry out. My lime trees, my coffee trees, my all of my cacao. You could see this one here. It's almost dry. It's looking to get dry because no water. Man, it's affect. Even if the fire no come affect, but the weather affect us.
Yaksha's executive director says they will continue to help the farmers assess their damages.
But because we have beneficiaries in these communities that we have been working with for the past 25 years, Yaksha will be assisting these farmers in doing an assessment of their particular farm. And we're hoping that this assessment can be given to the Ministry of Agriculture whenever they provide that compensation or support to the farmer once their complete assessment is finalized.
Jose Sanchez reporting.